Hi guys, I'm Shmee, hello and welcome back to the channel where you join me today in the new Porsche Cayman GT4, heading up though for a day that's all about the new GR Yaris. It is actually a beautiful day, sunny day. We've driven up all the way towards Derby because we are heading to Milltek today to install their new OPF Back exhaust system. In fact, while I was over in the US, the GR Yaris came up to Milltek so that they could use it to prepare a system which today we're going to see being installed to get it ready to then go out and hear how it sounds with their new system. Now remember the GR Yaris, I always had the plan to use it to be a project car, and an exhaust is at least the first step in working on that. But with the open roads in front of us here in the manual Cayman GT4, that sounds so good. We're actually taking a white painted Shmeemobile with a manual gearbox to go and collect another white painted Shmeemobile with a manual gearbox, of course with the livery that we did like the old Sega Rally Celica. I can't wait to go and pick it up though. Well, let's get there, let's get to Milltek and we'll find out how it sounds. Amusingly, where we are right now is very near Chartwell, where of course I came to visit many times during the Senna being repaired and then the SLS Black Series being painted. We're actually here by the Derby County Football Stadium, Pride Park, but we're only about half a mile away or so, and I have very much enjoyed driving this car. We've actually done about 250 miles already in the GT4, which obviously, having been a used car as I bought it, it already has PPF, so it's been able to just go straight out onto the roads. But today makes me realise how much it's also a pretty comfortable, almost daily car, while being a very sporty, exciting thing too. Anyway, let's go find Milltek and let's go see where the GR Yaris is. We have arrived then, sign there, Milltek Sport. That is exactly where we are heading. I can see multiple different buildings. We've got another Milltek Sport sign right here. So where do we need to park up to go in and say hello? I can see the little GR Yaris SH18 MEE. We have not seen that car for quite a while. Obviously the first time these two have been together. That does look cool with the rally livery. Right, let's get parked up and head in. After collecting this car at the end of last year at about the same time as the Taycan and the GTR Roadster, three completely different cars, I then took it over to Dub Customs, where it spent a couple of weeks to have the rally tribute style livery, and then of course I promptly went away for the next 4 months. So up to this point, I've not really driven this car all that much. Now of course it is a special thing. Toyota, with their motorsports division, the Gazoo Racing team, introduced this as the road homologation special for the intended World Rally Championship car. So this is very different to your standard Yaris. It has a 1.6 litre 3-cylinder engine, makes 257 horsepower with a manual gearbox, but it's also about how it's all set up. It's wider, it's got a better suspension system, it's got lightweight wheels. It is a car that is intended to be fun, and believe me, it is. As we're going to experience more, we can start driving it a little bit harder as well. But crucially, coming around here, at the moment, we have the standard exhaust system. Now I'm going to take it out for a quick run so that we can hear the standard system and get a little bit of a sound check out of this before we take it over to the workshop to install the new system, and I'll show you all of those parts as well. But at the moment, let's come through then and get this started up inside here. There we go. It's been up with the guys at Milltek for a while because, well, I didn't know we'd be away for quite so long. It was never really the plan. So they've done the design work, they've done the engineering work, they've got the systems ready, but let's get this warmed up, take it out for a drive, and have something to compare it to. Being back at the wheel of the Yaris, just like the GT4, it has that instant excited characteristic. Things like having a very short throw on the shifter, things like having quite a twitchy throttle response. One thing I had not missed about the car though is the rear view mirror is so low on the windscreen that it actually completely obstructs your vision of things coming from the left hand side. We're going to head to some slightly more open roads to go and enjoy this a little bit, but of course the last time I drove a GR Yaris was at the end of last year when I drove this car, because they don't have them in the US. You guys in America don't get to enjoy this car, which I think is a crying shame. But yeah, we'll go enjoy it a little bit, be reminded what it's all about, and then it'll be time to get back, let it cool down, of course, before the exhaust swap, and hear a comparison of before and after and what it's going to sound like with the new system installed. When you drop down some of the gears, and we're in normal mode at the moment, and put your foot down, you notice how much of the sound is pumped effectively through the speakers, something so many cars these days have to do. OPFs, restrictions, regulations, it's all very, very boring, but you can pop this up into sport mode, turn that little dial, drop down the gear, put the foot back down, and you get a little bit more sound out of it. Now, given we haven't done masses of miles in this car, at this stage it is still taking it a little bit more easily. Obviously, when we've done more miles, I can start beating it down some countryside lanes, which is where I think it's going to completely come into its own. This is a car for driving here in the UK, where we have bumpy, tight, twisty type country lanes, and you can't get down those quickly in a big, powerful supercar. It just doesn't work. And everybody, especially if you've watched Misha and Robert's videos of driving the GR Yaris on the Nürburgring, talks about how much grip this thing has. And I can't wait to experience that for myself, to actually be able to connect with it and get a proper understanding. Because I won't lie, when you're driving this at running in speed, taking it slowly and easily and fairly boringly, it's not particularly exciting. I feel like it's one of those cars that you really need to be effectively wringing its neck out to start getting the enjoyment from it, to start getting the proper feedback and connection with the machine. It is a car for cornering after all, making the most of the roundabouts that we have here, and also I can pop it up into track mode as well. Obviously everything dialing up a touch more for being out on a circuit. I would love to take this to a racetrack. Obviously not quite the same when you're accelerating out onto a British motorway as it is when you go full throttle around the Nürburgring or something like that. But you get a small feel. Inside, there's not a lot of sound. Most of it is the computer sound that comes from what's around you, speaker-wise up front. Not crazy, but quite a nice rasp. A little bit of roundabout fun, hey? After all, we are in a little bit of a small corners. Throw this thing through them, and this is where it does cling on and become a lot of fun. And that is also plenty of power. It's just a hoot. Right, let's get it back to base. We're gonna have a start up and a few revs then with the stock exhaust, but quickly before doing that, we have the Yaris design in the Cheers by Shmeemobile shop, so make sure to check that out. Really quite fun, especially with the matching livery. For now though, let's take a little listen to how this sounds. Not gonna lie, that does not sound so spectacular, which is exactly why we're here at Milltek. Let's take it round to the workshop and go and take a look then at the new exhaust and get it installed. Into the workshop it goes with the sun out on the pearlescent white. We're gonna have a very different view in a second. In fact, all of the parts are just inside at the moment to go and take a look at. So that will go up onto the ramps, ready for this process. But this is my new system for the GR Yaris. The Milltek Sport non-resonated OPF Back exhaust system, finished with the polished tips that you can see here as well. Now these are significantly larger than the standard ones on the cars, and part of that is by introducing an additional bracket to support the whole exhaust system while driving under load. It keeps it more firmly in place, all part of making this work without obviously damaging the tips as part of it. So we'll get it up. I understand this isn't too complicated. You can see all of the different clamps and elements of the exhaust system that we have here, and then this shall be fitted in just a moment. So take a quick look at what we've got here and what I was saying about the shaking. If I just do that, you can see how much movement there is in this, which is why the additional brackets, if we just come through here, are going to be held onto the factory mounting points just inside there to support this a little bit more so that it doesn't move around quite so much. Obviously, if we do have a look underneath, this is all going to be replaced. So the downpipe has the cat, you've got the OPF here, that's going to be staying. Then everything from here back, including this additional silencer that you have, will be replaced, but all quite easily accessed from directly underneath. And eventually, it's going to look much nicer than this does. With this all fully unbolted, unfastened, it literally just pulls out just like that, and gone is the standard system. It was that easy to take it out. You see a little bit of what's going on underneath here as well. Obviously this supporting brace to hold everything up front in place. I've never seen an exhaust come out as efficiently and quickly as that did. This is a cool moment, just with the two sets of exhausts side by side, the original stock system and the new Milltek system. You can see the difference in the mufflers, you can see the silencer as well, and the connecting pipe that goes through, and also now installed, if we just come and take a quick look inside here and rotate around, we have that bracket that I mentioned. It's going to hold it more in place when it's all fitted. The new box goes into place. You can see how it's supported then by those two sets of brackets, the original one and the new piece that's been installed, and it looks quite nice as well. It doesn't quite protrude as far down below the back of the diffuser, the rear bumper, so it will look much cooler on the car too, and that's obviously quite an efficient process. Everything just slots into place. More brackets to support. That's really cool to see. Much easier than some of the previous exhaust systems I've experienced seeing being installed. Just like that. That's cool. Those are significantly bigger than the standard pipes they replace. All is now lined up, the tips in final positions, and of course, no more wiggle room. It's held significantly firmer in place and looking the part, and now we just need to take a listen. Let's take a listen then. Oh, that sounds better. That sounds like much more of an engine note exhaust noise. A little rasp to it. Much, much better than standard. You almost couldn't hear it when I started earlier. And now you get that little crackle you can hear as well. Obviously new systems, so these things do change slightly over time. That's better. Let's get it outside then and take a proper listen. There is actually now a sound from the GR Yaris as opposed to being, well, that kind of air noise that you have before. I'm not gonna lie, this instantly sounds like it's a different car. Without having to go heavy through the revs, you can just hear more of that burble without it being crazy. And remember, this is a TÜV approved exhaust, a European certified exhaust system. This isn't deleting the OPF or anything like that. It's nothing crazy. And this is in normal. If we pop it into sport, obviously you get a little bit more from it. Right, let's go find some open roads. Even just flipping down some of the gears in here now sounds substantially better than before. It's actually amazing how much more sound it makes, and how when you're driving as well, the sound is clearly from behind, not so much from in front. Of course, the speakers are still doing their thing. We haven't adjusted the software, but you're hearing fundamentally the sound coming from behind you, which is where it should be in a car like this with the exhaust system out back. And then out onto the open road, it loves to beep to let you know just about everything it possibly can. In this case, if it thinks you're going over a white line, this car just beeps away just because. But you can hear the sound. It's a raspy 3-cylinder noise. It's what you want out of this car. This is absolutely spot on. This car is made for precisely these kind of roads. Twisty country lanes, bumpy tarmac, where it rides them up so well. It's so rewarding, small, easy, nimble, point and go. It's an absolute blast in that kind of place to be driving this thing. And then pulling out to get a proper acceleration from it. This is where this car comes into its own. Being a small, rally-inspired, rally-focused, however you want to describe it, machine means that it's set up for this kind of driving. I'd love to take it down a dirt track, that kind of thing. I don't quite yet know how I want to build it up in terms of track tool or rally tool, or, well, I don't know. That's what we're going to see as we go through this project. But for now, at least, the sound is substantially improved on what it was before, and that's what today was about. It's one of those things, right? If you have too much power, it starts to become unusable, whereas this is set up to be driven in this kind of place, to allow you to wring the neck of it a little bit, to allow you to get up through the revs, to allow you to put your foot down without constantly ending up at some ludicrous speed, which is obviously a complete no-go. And then on the other hand, it can also be a civilized cruising machine, you know, slow it down. This exhaust isn't creating any irritating background noises or resonation that would be frustrating. It's, you know, I think just when you get back on the throttle, you you get that murmur of the sound, which, hey, I'm not complaining, it's what it missed before. I think it goes without question that that is just a little bit better than it sounded earlier on, now with the new Milltek exhaust, which means for the time being we're going to work out what to do with the stock exhaust, whether we can fit it in there, and then of course take the two of these back home with GR Yaris finally returning to the garage after quite a long time. It has been mission successful. Let me show you quickly. In the boot of the GR Yaris, we have managed to fit the exhaust system. I think barometer of how practical a car is can it fit its own exhaust. In fact, if I come round, you will see exactly how we've done this. Folding down the rear seats, also leaning back the front seat to be able to have all of this strapped down with the seatbelt, and of course we've also got the t-shirt design. Don't forget to check those out in the Cheers by Shmeemobile store. I think that's pretty cool myself. The design carried on to the t-shirt of exactly the livery we've done on this car. So there will be a lot of fun to come. Of course, this is still the early days of this as a project, starting off with the Milltek exhaust to follow the livery that we've installed on it, but there will be some more things in the near future as we start to turn this into something pretty mega. For now though, we're going to get back on the road with the two of these to get them back home. Two cars that I quite like to take out together, literally for a back-to-back at some point, maybe as well with the Heritage RS and the Aston GT8, the 4 manuals in the Shmeemobiles. That's it now though. A huge thanks to Milltek. I can't wait to get back on the road now with the GR Yaris and start to do some more miles in it. Thanks for watching as always, guys, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers!